After recently rereading the Book of Bill and thinking of the several different cameos the Triangular Demon has made over the years, I thought of a scenario for how a crossover between these universes would occur and what would ultimately transpire. In the book, we learn that after Bill's defeat and the ceasing of Wyrmageddon and Gravity Falls, the demon with one eye, having called on the powerful Axolotl, would be sent to the Theraprism, where he would be forced to go through therapy for his various multiversal crimes. It would be here he would create the book, sending it out in order to trick an unsuspecting person into shaking the hand of his statues, which would allow him to possess that person and reignite Wyrmageddon. We also know from the book that Bill has the ability to see through any depictions of his likeness, and during the telling of his grand scheme, he mentions that he thinks the Dark Ages portal could potentially still exist. Throughout several different series outside of Gravity Falls, Bill has made brief cameos in the form of illustrations and drawings. During the Owl House, behind a mirror of magical creatures and monsters, one can see a blue post-it note, with the note having a drawing of Bill's cipher on it. Switching over to Amphibia, while Anne is reading through a book, we see a very clear depiction of Bill on one of the pages. Jumping over to Rick and Morty, there are several references to the demon, with two notable ones being a drawing of him on a wall in the background and a depiction of him on a computer monitor. All of these cameos would imply that the Triangular Destroyer has visited or at the very least looked in on these various universes and dimensions. With all of these details in mind, my scenario for how all these universes could collide against Bill will start with his statue in the Book of Bill, with an unfortunate soul across the multiverse stumbling across the book and being tempted by Bill's promises, ultimately traveling to the Gravity Falls universe, where they refine the Bill statue and unleash the demon for the Theraprism. Now he's free from his self-imposed prison and his powers restored, Bill will travel to the Owl House universe to collect Titan's blood for his new portal, putting him in a crossfire with Luz and her friends, especially King, who could end up with Bill facing off against the Collector for the Titan. After successfully getting the Titan's blood, Bill would kick off Wyrmageddon 2.0, with this bringing chaos and destruction in the entire multiverse. With the entirety of the multiverse in jeopardy, the heroes of the universe would band together in an effort to once again stop Bill, with the group having to pull out every trick and power they have to combat the godly triangle. Ford, knowing the dangers that the new Wyrmageddon would pose, pulls his own allies in to help to battle, with one of these allies being Rich Sanchez, with his universe also being affected due to the previous destruction of the Central Finite Curve by Evil Morty. After a hard-fought battle and almost succeeding in his destructive goals, Bill will once again be defeated by the team of heroes, with the multiverse being saved from Wyrmageddon, with the Beast of One Eye's defeat potentially even being attributed to the assistance of Evil Morty and his knowledge of Rick Prime's Omega device, with the device successfully erasing Bill and his influence on the multiverse.